Hello and welcome! Lighting kits for LEGO sets, something I've been a fan of for a number of years now. They're everywhere! Now, if you've watched any of my other videos on the topic, you'll know that I've done about 30 or 40 of them. I've got an entire city of modulars all lit up. It's awesome. But I'm not the only AFOL. Adult fans of LEGO are now embracing them as the ultimate upgrade for their LEGO collection, and there are more options of suppliers than ever before. So, when LeLightGo offered me the opportunity to review one of their kits, I jumped at the chance to try a new supplier, and when given the opportunity to light up the Elven sanctuary of Rivendell, I was all in. But what was I letting myself in for? Now, lighting kits can be exceptionally fiddly things at the best of times, especially on sets you've already built, and Rivendell is one of those sets that, whilst wonderfully designed, it does have a number of delicate areas with pieces that will fall off if you look at them funny. It's a challenge for LeLightGo, and a potentially painful experience if it all went wrong. First thing I'll say is, much like other suppliers, the lighting kit came exceptionally well packaged. A solid card box protecting the contents well, and it was sealed really well as well. The individual components inside were grouped into tight resealable numbered bags of high quality. It's clear that LeLightGo take great care to ensure that the product arrives to you in perfect condition. It's important to note as well, this lighting kit does come with both a USB connection and a battery pack, so you're covered depending on whatever your setup is. Packaging is so important, it really is, especially with sets like this where you've got so many delicate components, so I was really happy with how high quality the packaging was here. One thing that did initially concern me when opening the pack was the lack of instructions. Every other lighting kit I've ever had in the past has always come with a printed copy of the instructions to follow. It's a concern that quickly faded when I realised that all the instructions are downloadable directly from the company's website, easily accessible from their homepage. That being said, if you prefer a physical copy of the instructions, that's one negative here. Personally, I prefer the digital approach. The instructions themselves are very easy to follow, with high quality images taking you step by step through the process, easily indicating which numbered bag and which component you need at any given point. From start to finish, and let's face it, Rivendell is far from the simplest or smallest set to install a lighting kit to, I had no issue following the instructions with ease. The single most important thing for me when installing a lighting kit, especially on a set as complex as Rivendell, is how much needs to be taken apart in order to install the kit. The last thing you want to do is spend the vast majority of the install time rebuilding a LEGO set you've probably already dedicated many hours to putting together. LeLightGo's lighting kit tackles this extremely well with a number of really thought out design choices which utilise the existing buildings' hidden spots, tucking wires into areas hidden from behind other bricks. The kit also uses the set's own segregation to make installation easier. Now, what I mean by this is that the sections that split apart as part of the set's actual design each have their own unique circuit of components which then connects all together at the end. It makes the whole install process so much more seamless from start to finish. There's very little that you actually need to deconstruct as part of the install. Another great design choice, and one that I've not seen in any other supplier, is the different coloured wires used. In almost every other lighting kit that I've had, the used wires are either black or white, but there's a standard across the whole kit. LeLightGo has a variation, and there's a really good reason for it. They've used different coloured wires to camouflage the wires better within the set, so using white cables in areas where lighter bricks are used, and black where it's easier to conceal the cables, or for darker bricks such as the tree trunks. For me, this subtle design decision pushes the supplier up there with the best. It's brilliantly done and yet so simple. Another area that really impressed me about this kit is that some of the lighting components were actually made flexible with a sticky back, meaning that then there are a lot more options in terms of the installation without the rigidness usually associated with LEGO. It meant that the lighting above the archways in the main part of the LEGO build could be placed perfectly to match the contours of the design without having to remove any bricks. The components used throughout the kit are high quality, similar to some of the best that I've seen in other suppliers, and they use the same what has become the standard for this niche industry in terms of the connections, meaning the cables and splitters from other kits are fully compatible as well. Now, while that might not necessarily be overly important when you're installing an entire kit independent of anything else, for those of us that have a few other lighting kits and it's all hooked up in a much more larger and complex way, it's good to know that LeLightGo hasn't decided to go off on their own complete tangent with something completely different. Also, it's good to know that replacement components can be found should you ever need them in the future. The variety of components used in the set is also something of note, and whilst the majority of the set does revolve around the standard light blocks and LED stud lights, there are a couple of really nice exceptions that make the finished install look so much better. One highlight for me was the green light strip wrapped around the large tree in the middle of the set. It's such a prominent part of the build, rising above everything else. It needed something special to stand out, and the LeLightGo delivered. As you can see, it looks superb. Similarly, the installation includes a light strip being slid behind the statues at the bottom of the tower. The end result is a component that's barely visible until you switch on the light, and you get this awesome green glow silhouetting the grey minifigure statues. Overall, what could have been a really painful experience installing a lighting kit on such a complex set turned out to be a delight. LeLightGo's lighting kit is well designed, high quality and easy to apply. It ticks every box what I'm looking for in a great lighting kit. In addition, it applies design choices that go above and beyond its competitors. The different coloured wires definitely are a highlight for me, as hiding the wires is a massive part of a good lighting kit install. The only downside is there's no physical copy of the instructions, so you do need to be either near a device to use the digital ones or print out your own. The only real improvement point I would say over some of the other suppliers out there are that they're now integrating wireless connectors into their kits. This kit could definitely benefit from that technology given the size of the set. It can be a little bit of a fiddly experience disconnecting the wires if you need to move the set, but that is in no way whatsoever a criticism of this lighting kit. It's just a kind of wish list item. If they could improve it, here's how I do it. In general, this is a fantastic lighting kit, and the video that you're seeing, it doesn't do it justice, I promise you. It is really, really good. I'm so impressed. As I mentioned right at the beginning of the review, this kit was provided for me for review purposes, but every single word you've heard is my own. I'm a fan of this lighting kit. I really enjoy putting it in. It was really easy to do, and the end result speaks for itself. Now, if you are interested in purchasing anything from LeLightGo, then there is a promo code you can use. It's Life in Brick. That's one word, Life in Brick. Use that at the checkout and you get 25% off all kits. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please do subscribe, like, share, comment. Let me know your experience with lighting kits. I'll be interested to see if anyone else out there has done something similar. Like I say, Rivendell was the biggest set that I've lit up so far. Anyway, I'll be back very soon with another video, but thanks for watching. Bye bye.